Now, y'all know I'm not one of these lunatics out here that's always crying and whining about being offended about every little thing, anything like that. Y'all know I'm far from that, but I am gonna call out bullshit, and I'm gonna call out things that, and in an objective way, I'm gonna call out things that need to be fixed, right? I'm gonna call out things that cause problems, that could lead to more problems, that aren't helping the situation. I just saw this picture with Kanye West and Candace Owens. Now, I don't know where they're at. I don't know what event it is. I've been seeing Kanye West everywhere. You know, he's always engaged in some goofy shit, and you know, dude makes money. You know what I'm saying? As far as music, the dude's a genius. Even with his ideas, I think he thinks he's a thinker. A lot of times he comes up with great stuff, and then other times he comes with half-baked ideas, right? like giving $1 million to any woman that that has a baby. Stupidity. But this right here, him and Candace Owens are somewhere at some event and wearing White Lives Matter hoodies. You gonna get the reaction that you're looking for. You're doing this, you know that this is gonna get attention. People are gonna talk about it. You know, black people gonna be pissed off. We already know how Candace Owens acts. Like I said, I'm not the one. I don't go just. I got views that people try to confuse me and say, oh, I may be, I don't know, anti-black, or what side are you on, and all of this shit, man. I stay on the side of what's right. What's the right thing to do? But people like Candace Owens, she has an agenda she's pushing. She may say some good stuff every now and then, but nah, she's a voice for those white conservatives that want to put out certain narratives. I mean, she was the same one, man. You'll never forget. I always keep bringing it up that they talking about George Floyd and fentanyl and all of the stuff. Any issue when it comes, they're gonna take the side that you expect them to take. Just like those little people on the other side, the liberal left or whatever it is, they'll always take the same side that you expect them to take. There's no in between with these people. But Candace Owens is a straight up buck dancer. That's just what she is. Call it like it is. She's a straight up buck dancer. Like I said, she'll say some real stuff. She'll say some real stuff every now and then, but she's a shill. She's a Republican shill. But this shit right here, Kanye West, and this is why you can't unite people. And this is from both sides, but this is why you can't get people united. Why do you think, if y'all trying to, which nobody should be voting for either side, and nobody should be, especially nobody should be dealing with Washington politics, but how is this going to galvanize anybody? You're just being, you're being an instigator. You're just instigating conflict. Trying to, what's your point of doing this? Because we talk about Black Lives Matter, which I don't support the organization at all, and I try not to say it at all, even though I understand where the sentiment is when people say it, but I try not to say it at all because I don't want to give that organization no type of shine at all. Nothing. They don't deserve nothing. They need to be taken down. They are anti-black. But the sentiment that you hear people saying when to say Black Lives Matter, think about our history in this country. They've gone through so many links to tear us down. And then what they got out here today, these athletes, entertainers, and stuff like that, these people who represent us in the news and these political pundits on the left and right, they're buffoons. They are buffoons. They're not doing anything. These folks got a lot of money to make a lot of change, and they're doing the bare minimum. I'll say that much. They can't make no real change. They know the system's not gonna allow them to do that. Or they gonna lose their money. They're not gonna sacrifice themselves. The ones that do sacrifice usually end up losing everything. Just think about all the images. And of course, yeah, it's capitalism. I'm all for capitalism. It doesn't have a moral base. But I operate off morals. Certain things, there's a limit for me. I don't like the images that they put out. That they don't do it for anybody else. It's just like somebody was talking about the other day with TikTok, where they don't show some of the bullshit, the just brain dead bullshit that they show here in America over in China. Now China is a very authoritarian state. I don't know, I guess freedom, there's a responsibility that comes with freedom, but there's a risk also. But we know how these algorithms are manipulated. So they push 100% garbage all the damn time. But they've always been doing this with black people here in America, with these rappers and all the blaxploitation and stuff like that, the stuff that we see as entertainment, and rappers, musicians, athletes, comedians, they're entertainment shit. They're always propped up as the success stories, and then they look and say, oh, America's not racist. Look, you got Denzel Washington. Oh, you got LeBron James. You got Lil Wayne and all of that stuff. Come on. Now, they shut down real voices of anybody, but like I said, they've pumped absolute, just flat out poison. The people that they prop up, these Megan Thee Stallions, Cardi B's, nowadays, they prop up nothing but poison for black folks. That's just the reality. But not only that, not only on the entertainment aspect, but in politics too. The people that they put out there and are sitting up there talking about the different issues and topics, they are so brain dead, and they come with just points and ways of thinking that people are looking, it actually damages the perception that if you have these idiots out here that want to lump everybody together and think we're all a monolith, well, it damages the perception. And a lot of people are that's just how human beings are. People have, they like to stereotype things. Sometimes that stereotyping can be a smart thing to do. It's what keeps you alive, But they put us all in the same thing. They start thinking this is how we all think. We all go with these ignorant thought processes, saying just dumb shit, especially in the political field. And it just causes resentment, like I've talked about in past videos. And so now, how you gonna get everybody to work together? Shit, you'll basically be confined, and I guess this is what people want. You'll be confined to working within your own community and only exclusive with your community, and really won't have much help outside of that. And it'll remain that way because the resentment and the division has been put there. So, people are divided up by race, religion, gender, whatever it may be, sexuality. and nobody's coming together because we all having a resentment. Certain stuff is being force fed. That's causing resentment. I don't want to see that. Is you burn people out on that type of stuff, so they don't even want nothing to do with it. You have these characters come out here and call everything racist, so it dumbs everything down and in turn waters it down. So when you have people who are really out now calling out stuff that's truly racist, nobody wants to hear it. Should it be like that? Nah, but it's just the reality. It's just the reality. Black people have been done really bad here in this country, man. Would you go, if you're going to an intervention, this is back to Kanye West and Candace Owens. If you're going to an intervention for a specific human being, something to uplift them, because they're, this is something that that y'all coming together and y'all want to lift this person up because they're feeling down. They may want to harm themselves, or their confidence is low. And you're telling them they're somebody. It may be a justified reason why their confidence is low. It may be a justified reason, and they may just be overreacting. But you got to make them feel better. You got to build up their confidence. And so you do this in this intervention. You're telling them you're somebody, you're great and all of this stuff. And then you got somebody who's there who gets jealous and says, well, what about me? What about me? Nobody's saying, first of all, breaking all of that stuff, who matters to who, all of that is subjective. But in layman's terms and what everybody's trying to say, nobody's saying white people don't matter or anything like that. But that's, and trust me, I know what goes on today. I know they weaponize everything against white folks and stuff like that. If that's what it is, it needs to be said. But why does they have to come out? That's not what's being said. This is just some shit that just trying to go against the whole narrative, and just, it's Candace Owens. Candace Owens and then Kanye West going along with her stuff. And I thought he denounced her. Being instigators. That's it. Being instigators. Just causing more division. This does nothing to bring nobody together. It does nothing. You see people that have been done wrong throughout history, and they're suffering through, like I said, whether it's real or not, perceived trauma. Let's just go with that. You have to meet people where they're at. Okay? You have to meet people where they're at. Now, if they're not trying to hear, certain things, hear that or deal with facts or anything like that, and everybody bring it all to the table. The conversations have to be had. Then y'all just go y'all separate ways. But all the antagonizing, being antagonistic, that's all this is. This is all it's being, and it's just causing more division, and we're doing almost irreparable damage, right? Especially y'all are doing irreparable damage. Yeah, nobody black gonna listen to you. But as far as, I don't know about Kanye, but as far as Candace Owens, I know she could care less. I know she could care less. When does the foolish shit clown show stop, man? When does the clown show stop? These people are just, it's like they're agents here to just, that's all they're here for, is the soul division. Uplift each other. Have love for each other. Well, no matter what side you are in or on, that's what's wrong, man. It's on social media too, man. We just got so many people. Everybody's antagonistic. Everybody's just evil to each other, man. And it just creates a resentful atmosphere in general. Nobody wants to really deal with nobody. And so what in all turn, what does this lead to in the end? Because you can't work with each other, who you going to rely on? It legitimizes the government to where they'll have to step in. Yeah, we'll be here. If nobody's here for you, we're here for you. Remember that. Kanye West, you are a jackass. Candace Owens, you are a coon. Y'all are ignorant as hell. I'll holler at y'all later.